You just sold a house. The price was $400,000. Your commission looks enormous. You imagine the money. You imagine the freedom. Then reality arrives. Because one closing does not make you wealthy. It might make you broke. You want the career. You want unlimited income. You want your own schedule. So you get licensed. You join a brokerage. Then the real work begins. Your first problem appears. Nobody knows your name. You have no pipeline. You need buyer leads. You need seller leads. You need actual clients. You start prospecting. You make phone calls. Most people say no. You host an open house. You wait for visitors. Nobody makes an offer. The first month ends. Your commission is $0. Your expenses are not. Your car still needs fuel. Your phone bill still arrives. Your business still costs money. The second month begins. You keep working. Your income remains $0. This is the reality. Real estate has no paycheck. Your next closing is uncertain. Then you find the numbers. The median realtor earned $58,100. But that number hides something. Experience changes everything. 2 years or less. The median was $8,100. 16 years or more. The median reached $78,900. That gap is enormous. So the opportunity is real. But the beginning can be brutal. Very brutal. You keep prospecting. You keep building your sphere. You keep following up. Then finally, a buyer becomes serious. You get your first showing. You open the property. They love the house. An offer is submitted. Now the transaction begins. The offer has contingencies. The deal can still collapse. The inspection finds problems. The appraisal comes next. Financing still must clear. You keep working. You still have not been paid. The commission is still $0. Then the buyer gets approved. The contingencies disappear. You finally reach closing. The property sells. The price is $400,000. Now the money appears. You see the compensation. The number looks enormous. Then you remember something. There is no universal commission. Compensation is negotiable. The agreement determines everything. So let's use a scenario. The property sells for $400,000. Your compensation is 2.5%. That creates a $10,000 commission. But the money is not yours yet. The brokerage split comes first. Your agreement says 70/30ths. You keep 70% of the commission. The brokerage keeps the rest. Your $10,000 becomes $7,000. That is gross commission income. It is not your take-home pay. Now the business starts spending. Your car needs fuel. Your business needs marketing. Your phone needs paying. Your technology needs subscriptions. Your clients still need service. Then taxes enter the picture. You are generally self-employed. There is no normal paycheck. So you track your expenses. You calculate your net profit. Then you plan for taxes. The commission looks enormous. But the money has obligations. You cannot spend everything. You cover business expenses first. You set money aside for taxes. Then you protect your savings. Only then do you know what the closing actually left you. That is your real cash flow. And here is the problem. That $10,000 was not monthly income. It came from one transaction. Your next closing could happen next week or 3 months from now. The bills do not wait. Your vehicle still needs money. Your business still needs operating cash. This is why cash flow matters. Not just your annual income. Your timing matters too. You can earn $10,000 today, then earn absolutely nothing for the next 3 months. That commission feels permanent. Your expenses know better. The pipeline determines what comes next. You almost upgrade your car. Then you remember your pipeline. Your next closing is uncertain. So you keep the money. You build your reserves. You survive the quiet months. Because real estate income is not a monthly salary. It is transaction-based income. And now you learn another term, sales volume. It can make you feel rich. You sell $2.5 million. That sounds incredibly impressive. But it is not your income. The properties were worth $2.5 million. Your gross income was $58,100. Those are completely different numbers. Sales volume measures transactions. GCI measures gross commission income. Net profit tells another story. Then expenses reduce the business income. Taxes reduce it further. Your personal spending comes afterward. Now the career looks different. You are not simply selling houses. You are running a business. And every business needs customers. Your customers are buyers. Your customers are sellers. So you build a pipeline. You make calls. You follow up constantly. You build your sphere. You maintain relationships. You ask for referrals. At first, nobody knows you. Trust takes time. Your income feels painfully slow. Then something changes. A past client calls you. They need another property. Another client sends a referral. Someone who trusted you introduces you to someone else. Now the first transaction matters. But the relationship matters more. That is relationship capital. Your pipeline starts becoming predictable. Not guaranteed. Just less dependent on strangers. Then the market changes. Buyers become cautious. Listings take longer to sell. Affordability becomes a problem. Mortgage rates affect demand. Your pipeline becomes thinner. You cannot force a buyer. You cannot create affordability. You cannot guarantee a closing. Your skills did not disappear. The market simply changed. Your income feels the difference. The phone becomes quieter. Your expenses remain constant. Your next transaction becomes uncertain. This is market risk. Hard work does not control everything. Demand still matters. Social media rarely shows this. You see the commission check. You do not see the empty calendar. You see the luxury car. You do not see the quiet months. You do not see the financial pressure. But your calendar is your future income. That is the terrifying part. So you need more opportunities, more buyers, more listings. You start specializing. Residential real estate, luxury real estate, maybe commercial real estate. You study your market. You learn local inventory. You understand pricing. You prepare a CMA. You explain market conditions. Now you are not just opening doors. You are advising clients. You negotiate offers. You manage contingencies. You protect the transaction. You coordinate inspections. You monitor financing. You push toward closing. And suddenly, the commission makes more sense. You created the transaction, but the expenses continue. Your business still costs money. Your income is still gross. Vehicle expenses take money. Technology takes money. Marketing takes money. Your business earns revenue. Your business pays expenses. Your net profit comes afterward. Then taxes take their place. Personal expenses come afterward. Your lifestyle comes last. That is why a large commission can disappear surprisingly quickly. The headline number is not the ending. Then experience begins working. You recognize serious buyers. You recognize weak leads. You protect your time. Your negotiations improve. Your referrals increase. Your pipeline becomes stronger. Your relationships become valuable. Your opportunities multiply. Experience does not guarantee success, but it changes your opportunities, and it changes your efficiency. Some experienced agents earn more than $100,000. Others eventually leave. That is the reality. Real estate has enormous upside. It also has enormous variance. Your income depends on transactions. Your market, your skills, your relationships matter. Your financial discipline matters. Your ability to survive matters. Because the career looks simple. Sell a property. Collect a commission. The business is complicated. Find the client. Win the listing. Manage the transaction. Reach the closing. Then manage the money. That is the real career. Not simply selling houses. Managing uncertainty. Then your income improves. Your expenses improve too. Lifestyle inflation arrives quietly. The better car appears. The bigger apartment appears. Your spending starts rising. You are earning more. But are you keeping more? That becomes the real question. You remember the quiet months. You remember earning nothing. You change your habits. You keep larger reserves. You separate business money. You plan for taxes. You stop spending every commission immediately. Your future needs money too. This is where wealth begins. Not with the biggest commission. With the money you keep. Another closing finally arrives. The commission looks enormous. But you already know the process. The brokerage takes its split. Business expenses take their share. Taxes still need planning. You save the remainder. You invest the remainder. You build something permanent. The commission was temporary. The assets can remain. That is the difference. Then you meet a new agent. They are incredibly excited. They want the lifestyle. They saw the commission checks. They saw the luxury cars. They want the same life. You understand their excitement. You once felt the same. Then you tell them the truth. The first year can be brutal. Your income can be tiny. Your expenses will still exist. One closing can change everything. But one closing cannot guarantee anything. You tell them to save. You tell them to track expenses. You tell them to plan ahead. You tell them to understand GCI. Then calculate net profit. The difference matters. You tell them to build relationships before chasing luxury, before upgrading their lifestyle. Because real estate is not just sales. It is relationship capital. Your past clients can become future business. Your referrals can compound. That is why experience matters. Not because time is magical, because relationships accumulate. You look back at your first transaction. You remember the excitement. You thought the commission would completely change your life. It changed your thinking instead. You learned the commission. You learned the split. You learned the expenses. You learned about taxes. You learned cash flow. You learned market risk. And now, you finally understand wealth. Income was only step one. The biggest commission was never the entire goal. Financial freedom was. Financial freedom is not one closing. It is what happens afterward. The money gets divided. The taxes get planned. The remainder gets invested. The next closing is still uncertain, but you are prepared. Your reserves buy you time. Your business has breathing room. The quiet phone feels different. You entered real estate for the unlimited income. You stayed for the business. The houses were visible. The financial reality was not. Now you understand both. The opportunity is real. The risk is real too. Neither one disappears. You can sell millions and still mismanage the money. Sales volume is not wealth. You can earn less and build greater security. Your income is not your wealth. Because wealth is not what comes in. It is what remains. You close your laptop. Tomorrow brings more leads. Another showing waits. Another offer. Another negotiation. Another transaction. Maybe it closes. Maybe it falls through. You still cannot know. That is real estate. The opportunity is enormous. The income is uncertain. You thought you were selling houses. You were building a business. And businesses reward preparation. The commission was never freedom. It was only opportunity. Freedom came from what happened afterward.